my colleagues at the NFL Network, NFL Media Group, Pelissero and Ian Rappaport. I got to talk to them.
Those guys hate you, man.
They're kicking up dirt around Jim Harbaugh. The hell. He said that he was done. This wouldn't be a reoccurring thing, is what he said after he and the Vikings did not strike anything other than just a note and a chord, and a very difficult chord for Michigan fans to swallow. It happened on signing day last year. And all he's done and it was my message to Michigan faithful at the end of the first hour, is like, we were all wondering, did he blow the best opportunity to follow up on the best season Michigan's ever had? Well, the answer is yes. He's followed up with an even better one. So this was Jim Harbaugh talking about the rumors that the Colts are hot and heavy for him. This was him on a teleconference for the Verbo. Who knew, by the way? It's not VRBO. Verbo Fiesta Bowl on Sunday night.
Well, it's a lot of that time of the year type of speculation, but I think no man knows the future. But I think the people that think we've done a good job and are pleased with the job that we've done here in Michigan. They're going to be, very happy to learn that we'll be back enthusiastically coaching the Wolverines in 2023. And for those people that don't approve of the job we've done or would rather see somebody else coaching here, I think they'll be most likely disappointed to learn that we're back coaching the Wolverines in 2023.
Take that, Tom. I don't know. Look, I thought he was going to leave last year, but you know what? It's one of those deals where I feel like Michigan football right now is in a much better trajectory than it was 12 months ago. The signing day thing, like, look, nobody knows for sure what's in Jim Harbaugh's heart, whether he's feeling like, all right, I didn't win a Super Bowl. I actually came close. That's the only thing left. But I think on the other side of it right now, whether he can beat TCU, then beat Georgia or Ohio State, I feel like they are close. I'm not saying they're close to dominating college football or anything like that, but they are closer to winning a national title and having really sustainability now than they were a year ago. And I think, like, if you leave now maybe if he wins a national title, then maybe it is mission accomplished. I don't know that. I don't think anybody knows that. The part I'm curious about is the people who looked at him. Look, the Raiders job was open. We know he has a lot of affinity for that organization last year. He had some connections to the Vikings. That didn't work out. Mm-hmm. Like, all of a sudden now it's like, who are these people who are going to, like, we know who Jim Harbaugh is. It's not like he's, the 42-year-old coach who's kind of, like, they know. Is it just going to take one other situation that's like, okay, now we saw that he whipped Ohio State again. We saw all of a sudden now it's like, okay, we're going to all jump on board for Jim Harbaugh. You know what he is.
Well, the Colts know what he is. His name's in the Ring of Honor. And they just had a 50-piece put on him on Sunday Night Football. And one of the most, in a performance that Chris Collinsworth called embarrassing, a national embarrassment. So that's why they're really hot and heavy for him. And then, the national championship game, if Michigan's fortunate enough to make it, is the so-called Black Monday in the NFL. Because the NFL is now longer and they're playing the national championship game a little sooner. It kind of all times up, which is why people are wondering.
It does, but also this is the same guy who said last year,
I'm not doing this anymore.
And now all of a sudden it's like, it'd be different if I think if he had the similar year to last year, it was 11-1. Maybe they don't win maybe they lose to Ohio State. They got closer, but they don't win the big. It's still a good year,
yeah.
But it's not what he had last year. Instead, I feel like they've taken another step towards it. So I'd be surprised if he would back away. I thought last year he was going to leave, but he didn't really have the opportunity to get it. So maybe now somebody gives him everything he wants and he's like, oh yeah, I've done. Because I think if you're a Michigan fan, obviously I know you are.
Yeah.
Like, if he were to leave after this year, you'd be disappointed.
Oh yeah.
But, he has done what I think you could have hoped for him to do. He not only beat Ohio State, he kicked their butts in Columbus. He got you to the playoff twice. If he wins the national title, obviously that'd be great for Michigan. But the question is, ultimately, what does he want most? Does he really think like a Super Bowl, or does he think, I'm at my alma mater, I can be the king of the Big Ten? I can be the king of the Big Ten now. right? This is not a one-time deal. I mean, I would think he would be staying now to say, all right, after what I said last year, they didn't want me. This is where I want to be. They want me. I want to, be here with my family for the long haul.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.